Today, we're going to take a look at a blockchain that you may or may not have heard of. This blockchain is fast, stable, scalable, has an emphasis on security and interoperability. We're going to take a look at Meter. Welcome back to the APY Guy channel, where I try to bring you the best sources of passive income through farming and staking of blue chips and low market cap gems that can have huge gains in the next bull market. If any of that sounds good to you, make sure you subscribe to the channel, drop a like on this video. I'd really appreciate it. Nothing on this channel or in this video is financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. Please do your own research. All right, we're going to be on meter.io. This looks like a really promising project. It's starting to gain a little bit of popularity. I've been looking at it for a while, and I'm just finally starting to invest in it a little bit. Empower the financial internet. Fast, fair, low cost, and stable value. Okay, welcome to Meter. Let's take a look at the docs here. If we go to Welcome to Meter, it says Meter is a DeFi infrastructure with built-in crypto-native meta-stable currency MTR, which is their stable currency. They call it a meta-stable currency. It uses hot stuff based POS proof of stake consensus with MTRG, which is the Meter governance token, to manage the blockchain ledger. Meter functions as a highly decentralized, high-performance sidechain for Ethereum and other public chains. We are working to achieve three things with Meter's DeFi infrastructure. Number one is to complete Bitcoin's original vision and create a meta-stable sound money independent of the fiat system. Number two, address performance issues that current chains are facing with our hybrid POW, which is proof of work / proof of stake plus hot stuff consensus that is backward compatible with Ethereum. And number three, interconnect with other public chains like ETH and run as a side chain to enable scaling and value interaction. Okay, what is Meter? Meter is a DeFi infrastructure with a built-in crypto-native meta-stable currency. It functions as a highly decentralized, high-performance EVM-compatible sidechain for Ethereum and other public blockchains. The Meter system uses proof of work to create a fully decentralized, low volatility coin, which is the MTR token, for fees and payments, and hot stuff based proof of stake with the MTRG governance coin to validate transactions. That would be the coin that we're going to stake. This hybrid consensus mechanism makes Meter fast. The system can process thousands of transactions per second, reaching finality almost instantly, and super secure. DeFi app developers can also use our highly decentralized hot stuff consensus POS chain as an EVM compatible sidechain to increase the speed and scalability of decentralized exchanges, derivative trading platforms, yield farming programs, and other DeFi applications. What problems does Meter solve? Meter solves two major problems. Number one, the lack of a stable decentralized unit of account representing an established value for DeFi applications. Basically, native cryptocurrencies are too volatile to be used for frequent transactions, and stablecoins are either centralized or have limited capacity or depend on oracles. And Meter solves that issue with their stable unit, which is the Meter token. And then issues with scaling and interoperability of currently available blockchains. There is a need for high-performance blockchain that is EVM compatible but interoperable between other blockchains to help scale and move value between them. How can Meter be used? Meter can be used in a number of ways: for DeFi infrastructure, for everyday payments, and for a store of value. Okay, now we're going to take a look at the hybrid proof of value consensus mechanism. The meter network employs an innovative proof of value consensus mechanism, a hybrid proof of work, and proof of stake. The meter system consists of two tokens: the MTR token, which is the low volatility meta-stable token created by the proof of work miners, and the MTRG token, the governance token used by PoS validators in a hot stuff BFT style consensus to validate transactions. That is the staking token. Unlike traditional cryptocurrencies, the meter protocol separates the economic consensus from the record-keeping consensuses. The economic consensus determines how much new value will be added to the economy, whereas the record-keeping consensus prevents double spending. In the meter system, MTR represents the economic consensus, while MTRG represents the record-keeping consensus. The division of work mirrors the physical world, where miners extract gold or silver from the earth, while bankers maintain the financial system. Makes sense. Miners and validators collaborate to make the meter system more stable, secure, and scalable. And it says, why is proof of value better than proof of work and proof of stake? Most existing blockchains mix currency creation with record keeping, despite them being fundamentally two separate consensuses. The advantages of separating the two are as follows. Proof of work mining of MTR token consumes less energy due to the economic games design. And number two, transactions are processed extremely quickly with instant finality. And number three, traditional problems with proof of stake, such as long-range attacks and the get richer problem, can be avoided. The hybrid consensus mechanism makes meter extremely secure. In order to attack the meter network, you would be required to pass the Sybil resistance from both proof of work and proof of stake, since transactions settle instantly in our system. It is more secure than Bitcoin or Ethereum, where transaction rollback problems exist. Awesome. Okay, let's look at the two coins in the ecosystem. MTR, the meta stablecoin. What is MTR? Meter stable MTR is the unit of account and medium of exchange for the meter network. It is a fully decentralized, permissionless, low volatility cryptocurrency that is created using SHA-256 proof of work, the same method used by Bitcoin. That's interesting. Meter uses the cost of production and the proof of work miners arbitraging behavior to establish a long-term equilibrium price for the market. The equilibrium price anchors MTR to the competitive global electricity prices, which is more stable in value than any fiat currency based on historical data. Between 1960 and 2021, electricity prices went up 6.3 times when measured in USD, but stayed the same after adjusting for inflation. Super interesting. The supply of MTR is uncapped. When demand is higher, miners will expand the supply, whereas when demand is lower, the internal MTRG auction process will continually remove MTR from circulation, reducing supply. This makes the value of MTR neither deflationary nor inflationary. What is MTR used for? Externally, MTR can be used to make everyday payments and as a store of value. On the meter network, MTR is used for transaction payments, gas. You need gas in your wallet for transactions on meter, and storage fees PoS validators receive for approving transactions. MTR may also be converted to MTRG through a competitive bidding process. In Bitcoin, the miners use their hash power to directly compete for newly created Bitcoins. In Meter, the miners first convert their hash power into mining credits, MTR, and then use the MTR to compete for MTRG. How is Meter different than other stablecoins? Meter solves many issues that exist with stablecoins. Fiat-backed stablecoins like USDT and USDC are centralized and are thus subject to regulatory restrictions, while crypto-backed stablecoins like DAI face capacity challenges. The crypto used as collateral may only be a small percentage of circulating supply in order to avoid huge crashes during liquidation scenarios, which makes sense. Meter's true decentralization and permissionless nature is designed to avoid such systemic risks. By giving up the USD peg, Meter MTR maintains long-term purchasing power and stable value. This also eliminates counterparty regulatory and oracle risks typically found in crypto and fiat-backed stablecoins. Okay, how does MTR maintain stability? I'm going to kind of overview this. I'm not going to go through each sentence on this part. Each MTR is created with 10 kilowatts of electricity using SHA-256 proof of work, the same method as Bitcoin. And that shows that the miners' profit-chasing behavior ties the cost of global competitive electricity price to the value of Meter. And they expect the long-term sustainable market equilibrium to be in the 60 cent to $1.25 USD range for MTR to be continuously created. I found this graph here before we go to the MTRG token of what Meter does compared to Polygon and Cosmos. So compatible with Ethereum, Meter is. Polygon is, Scale is, and then Cosmos is not. Scalable to thousands of validators, Meter is. The other three are not. Thousands of transactions per second, saying Meter does thousands per second. None of the other three do. Low fees, the first three do. I don't know, Cosmos isn't that bad with fees, but. And then they're proud of their meta-stable currency, which is cool. It is a really cool idea, for sure. And then a heterogeneous network of blockchains. I think I said that right. But Meter is the only one. And then instant finality is all for. Staking and mainnet are all for. And down here it shows their backers and partnerships, which are fairly impressive as well. Let's take a look at the MTRG token, which that's the token that we'll be buying and staking. I'm going to do a separate video for staking because this video is already at like 14 minutes. I don't want to bore you for 25 minutes. I just think it's a really interesting project. They're doing a lot of different things. That's why I wanted to do a full overview of it. Normally I would just say this is a new blockchain. It's this fast. It does this. But this is completely different the way that they do things with the built-in stable coin. Which is, backed by, I guess the way to explain it is it's backed by 10 kilowatts of electricity. That's how it's stabilized. Okay, the MTRG token. What is it used for? MTRG is the governance token of the Meter system. Holders of MTRG can perform the following actions. They can stake, number one, they can stake MTRG tokens directly as a POS validator or delegate to other POS validators to approve transactions and earn Meter MTR token. Number two, earn various fees paid in MTR or from the on-chain auction and on-chain cross-chain transaction. Number three, stake MTRG tokens in future DeFi apps created by the Meter team. There is a new DEX. It's called Bolt, I believe. I will be doing a video on that. It looks pretty cool. It just came out recently. Number four, participate in governance of the Meter system. That would be your voting rights. MTRG holders will be able to vote on major changes to monetary policy, MTR production parameters, new feature additions, and other governance-related issues. Okay, now to the on-chain auctions. This is one of the most important uses of the MTR token. It's to obtain MTRG to participate in safeguarding governance and growth of the Meter system. This is done via on-chain auctions that are automatically generated by the meter system every 24 epochs, roughly 24 hours, as shown below. The only way to participate in these auctions is to use meter MTR as the bidding currency. And they show kind of a diagram here about how the POW, proof of work mining, adds to the supply of the meter tokens, goes to the future validators, and then the MTR to bid to buy MTRG, and then the meter that's used to bid is then burned, and then that makes the total MTR after the MTRG auction less. So there's no total supply or max supply of MTR token, but it is regulated based on these auctions. And there's one more cool feature here where I need to show this, the meter reserve. The meter protocol does not have a centralized government, but retains the concept of possessing a reserve to absorb any significant shocks to MTR's price stability. At launch, 100% of proceeds collected from the on-chain auctions and MTRs gradually go to validators as block rewards in the next 24 epochs. However, a portion of the proceeds can be put into a system reserve. The MTRs that are put into the reserve are temporarily removed from circulation. This reserve allocation ratio is a parameter that can be adjusted via the meter governance process. That's cool. So that's just a safety, just in case the MTR price gets out of whack, where they can bring it back to where it needs to be. And this last part, Meter's Ethereum emulation mode, which this is really cool. I've never seen this on any other project. In order to better support Ethereum developers, we introduced a full Ethereum emulation mode on Meter. Meter's nodes will emulate the runtime environment for Ethereum transactions and smart contracts. The nodes also support the Ethereum RPC interface. Ethereum toolchains, applications, and wallets will treat Meter network as one of the Ethereum testnets. Almost all Ethereum applications could run Meter with almost no modifications. You'll see that in the next video when I do the staking, is that you can use MetaMask and it hooks up to the Meter network just like your Ethereum, like you're hooking up to Ethereum network. Okay, if you have anything to add to this, this is Meter's somewhat new to me. I've been researching it for a month or so, trying to grasp all of this. It's a lot. There's a lot to it. If I got anything wrong, please leave a comment. I'm trying to give the best information, the most accurate information possible to you guys. So just let me know if there's anything I missed, anything I did said wrong. I would appreciate that. Next video is going to come out tomorrow. I'm going to do a staking video for how to stake the MTRG token. As always, thank you for watching and have a great day.